Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha, our producer's here. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
Jeff Howell's here. How you doing, Jeff?
Hey, boys and girls.
Hey,
Good to see y'all.
Look at that guy.
All y'all's, yeah.
A couple things real quick. We're going to be out at the Orlando Solar Bears game this Saturday. We're doing a tailgate party. By tailgate, it would basically mean that Mo DeWitt and John Bustecker, they're going to have their tent out at the Mo DeWitt parking lot, which is across from the Amway. If you
Mo's parking lot.
Yeah, and we got free White Claw, some beers. John Bustecker has confirmed that he will have hot dogs.
That, though, but he will have the
we
hot
bullied
dogs.
him good.
Yeah, we forced John Bustecker to hand grill hot dogs.
Really?
For our listeners, because he said he was like, I might get out there and grill some hot dogs. We're like, you're
joking.
doing that.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Man,
doing.
you got to hold a man to his word.
Yeah, and he's a goddamn liar.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
He has problems.
And if you want to watch the Solar Bears game in our section, is section 118, and you can get your tickets through tomandan.com through the link, and that will get you tickets in our section.
And wear white. It's the white outfit.
Yes.
Now, did you guys see my outfit?
I did see your
Yeah.
outfit.
What do
It's
you
too
think?
much. You don't need all. I thought it was just top white only.
Oh, it's
No.
white out. It's all white, baby.
It's not top white only. Then that's not white.
That's
because
top white.
I wear white T-shirts and jeans all the time. That's not totally white, head to toe white out game.
Well,
I bought white. I bought a white sweatsuit,
Right.
which I'm virtually
You look
certain
ridiculous.
no one has ever purchased except for the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
So I have a white sweatsuit and I bought a white flat brim
Oh.
I got a special outfit.
flex fit, and I put it on. And
are you all white too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My wife.
It's a
Oh,
white out game. What
My
do you
wife,
mean?
my wife is wearing all white, like yoga pants and just a bustier.
Mine's like
A white bustier.
Mine's like a bare onesie, but it's cut out at the T's.
Whoa!
Oh, you got your
Yeah,
teeth
this
cut
guy's
out?
gonna be walking in with just an old Hanes.
No, I don't.
Old Hanes.
No, I bought a white hoodie on Amazon.
Oh,
wow.
I hope there's not chili with these hot dogs. We're going to all be covered in chili cheese
Oh,
dogs.
I'm gonna.
I
I'm
don't
gonna have
have
everybody.
jeans and shoes.
Back in
White
Louisiana.
jeans. You got to have white jeans.
No, they don't. No, white jeans are
You gotta do
ridiculous.
white jeans.
Yeah.
No,
Like old, what was his name? Duncan J. What was his
Yeah,
name?
Duncan
What was
J.
Duncan J?
Comedian Duncan J. I have to say this for the other comedians.
Tom.
All other local comedians would be mad if I didn't say this. Comedian Duncan J. Still a comedian because
Yeah.
a lot of times they pick and choose when they are.
Sure.
Still a comedian. He came in and did our show. He
Yeah.
all white jeans, 50 years old. You can't do that. You can't do that.
But Tom's only 40. Still do it.
Yeah, you can do it. You can pull it off.
Jeff.
Yes.
Before we get into what you've been doing, because I've been following you on social media
Yeah.
and your gigs and everything.
Website looks great.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Thank you.
I want to mention about some football over the weekend.
Sure.
I'm sure you watched.
I'm
Did you watch some
I'm
playoff
a
games?
big football fan.
So, oh, you're not okay.
Get
You don't
him,
even watch the
get him.
playoffs, Jeff.
I don't even watch. No, I'm so uninterested. It's really weird because I used to be a fanboy, when I was younger.
Yeah.
And stuff. And then one day, and I'm thinking about late '80s, it just clicked off, and I don't care anymore. I really don't care. I mean, I pull for the Saints, but or I'll give you an example like college football. Like if LSU is playing somebody and they're playing like a B grade team, and they're beating the crap out of them, I start pulling for the B grade team.
All right. Okay, yeah.
I'm an underdog guy.
Okay,
so,
all right.
So whoever the underdog is, I'm pulling for this playoffs.
Okay.
Well, it's funny because the underdog is actually the Chiefs this time.
Screw that.
Going into Baltimore, but so this has to do with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So of course we've been talking about the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing. Everybody's talking about is the thing, and I didn't really care. We talk about how we believe that. I think
take was
Taylor
that-
Swift is making some money off this. And Their relationship is seemingly
I
real.
don't even,
Who
I'm
knows?
not taking that stance. I just say that, this is a convenient relationship for both of them. Whether
Yeah.
they're making money
Well,
personally
could
or if
we-
they're just using it, for their own advantage. As far
Publicity.
as
Is it
yes,
fair to
correct.
say that collectively, if we had to pick a main
They
idea,
could still like each other and be in a relationship?
They can, but
They-
I
it
don't
can be
think
both.
I don't think we 100% buy it. Right? Is that the show's vibe? If we had to pick a collective main idea,
I'd lean that.
yeah,
I
we all
lean
kind
that
of
way.
lean towards like
Think
I
but
don't
that
know
it was
about
contrived?
Yeah.
Really?
And that is more of a business.
Yes, it's a business
It's
arrangement.
kind of like
We've always been that way, and I know that sounds like I'm a very sensitive person, and I love love. I'm a sensitive man.
It's got
Jeff.
like Bill.
I'm a romantic.
I know you are. No, I know you are. You're way sensitive.
I'm a very sensitive guy, but I don't want that to be the case. But
Yeah.
I can't. It's looking very weird.
Well, it's like Bill and Hillary Clinton. You can't tell me that you
Yeah.
know it's like they're together.
You can't
because,
tell me.
Ah!
Can't say that.
It's just
I love that.
there's seemingly a business involved with the whole thing. I don't know. Anyway,
You know, back when he was governor of Arkansas,
Yeah.
he got really, really drunk one night and allegedly had sex with Hillary.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we got a great show for you tonight. On
So
the
anyway.
couch tonight with their brand new album,
Yeah.
Roll the Bones. We've got
Yeah.
the band Rush.
The buffet opens at 11.
I'm trying to hit 96.
So-
Did I hit 96? I may have.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so I just didn't care. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't care about it. And then up until this past game, when Travis Kelce catches a touchdown,
Mm-hmm.
and after he catches the touchdown, he turns towards the box that
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is, in,
Yeah.
and does the heart hand.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it, and I'm like, I'm done. Not only am I done, I am now rooting against the Chiefs.
Look at that.
Like I didn't even have
This
a dog
is
in
a
the
fun guy.
He's a rebel.
This guy's fun.
because I was like, don't do
Don't do it.
that one heart hands
Everybody was.
But see, that's
Too far.
interesting that was the too far because the NFL's been doing it since the beginning of the season. Even when you press pause on the game, it'll have a heart on the pause.
But they're doing it for money.
Yeah.
And I don't.
What do you think he's
Well, I know,
doing?
but yeah. But the fact that because before
This is personal for him. Son.
Travis Kelce has been always kind of like he hasn't been really outspoken about it. He's kind of been like
No,
like,
I thought I haven't heard him say it's been pretty mum. Right?
yeah,
I haven't heard nothing.
Because he doesn't need to. So you guys,
Right.
you guys got to learn
No, I know.
this PR stuff.
But the hard hands, I was like stupid, and then it got progressively more ridiculous. His brother's up there with his shirt off.
I hated that. I hated
I'm like,
when,
put your shirt on. You're a millionaire.
yeah, when Jason Kelsey took his shirt off, I looked at my wife.
Wrong
It's so
with you?
funny that you and I had the same response. When he did that, it made me uncomfortable. I'm like, what the hell are you
In-
doing?
in the
Plus, you're an eagle, goddammit.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Is he in the same box with Taylor Swift?
Taylor.
With his shirt off?
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah.
With his boobies
it's
out.
just, it's,
Inappropriate.
With his boobies out.
it's just because they know now. It's good for him because obviously he gets the publicity and he's now in 10 million memes
And everyone's
about
talking-
it.
yeah.
Everybody's talking, but it's become a reality show, and I'm like, get it out of here.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want it in my sports.
I don't want to. That is kind of the feeling. I'm not anti anybody
Yeah.
loving who they love who you want to love, but get it the hell out of my playoff
become a
games.
reality
I don't want it
show.
in my playoff games.
But you know what? See, they're making reality TV. They're making that. They're normalizing reality TV.
No, I
so
know.
it will be the norm from
I
now
know.
on. You
And
know?
it is helping them get a female audience.
Yeah,
a
and
bigger female
I
audience.
want John Gruden sending an email making fun of Taylor Swift's lips. That's what I want. Until I get that, not interested.
Yeah. And also, we'll be done with talking to sports after this.
It
But
does make the Jason Kelsey thing makes me mad.
It was just because they know, it's obvious that
Yeah.
everybody understands the implications of whatever the box is going to be shown is going to be in a million memes. It's a reality show
Yeah.
at this point, and I'm done. And the hard hands was one step
How
too
many
far.
reality show
Stupid.
pitches have been pitched?
Well, they don't need it. They're too rich for it.
But we keep saying that, right?
Yeah.
Too rich. They'll never do
we
that.
keep saying that.
Yeah.
No, I'll never say never
I'll-
anymore. I'm not
Oh,
doing
yeah,
that anymore. I mean,
absolutely, yeah.
has it been?
They don't
It
It's
has
been
nothing to do
pitched.
with their money.
It's been pitched.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with their money. She'd never do it.
Yeah,
But it's had to have been
Don't need to
pitched.
do
Or they just
She's
they
also
just
too busy.
can't help themselves to get to a bigger audience. They need to bring in more people.
Yeah. And it's a brilliant business move. But
She's pretty good in the business side.
Yes.
Looks like.
I have a prediction, though. I feel like
Bet she's a dead lay. though.
and I, for 100%, Taylor Swift is a genius businesswoman
Oh, yeah.
and knows exactly what she's doing. So I have a feeling that she's got. I feel like she's got her thumb on the pulse of how her audience is responding. And I
Bill
feel
Clinton.
just how I felt that the hard hands was too much. I feel like America.
It was the tipping point.
And then people are going to start actively.
No, they already
rooting.
are.
I know they already. And then she's going to see that and be like, "Oh, this may not be good for my career," and then
way
take
better.
a step back.
This was her rebound from Maddie Healy, and this is now the All-American relationship. She's doing just what her people wanted her to do.
I can see that one too, because that guy was trouble, and this guy is.
And she got real heat, and I think she actually really liked him, and she got real heat for that because he's a POS. So then what they do? They pivoted to the guy that was saying he wanted to go on a date with her, who's in the NFL, and it's an All-American.
Cute guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if
she's the American princess? He's a big football jock.
Yes.
Beautiful.
But what if America starts hating it because of it?
Some will.
And I think, I think it's edging towards the majority now after the hard hands.
It feels
maybe
like
on your rhythm, not on my rhythm.
But she already opened that door when she started going political. She lost a lot.
But then she closed that real quick.
Oh, did she really?
She's
I
learning.
didn't see that.
Yeah,
she's learning. She's figuring it out just like everybody else, but just at the top tier.
Sure.
So
also, I felt so bad for Tyler Bass missing that kick. Although, although
the kicking thing this year, man, has been like it's hard to watch.
Although no one's
that's the place to miss, though, right? Isn't it?
No, that's
what,
not
like
the
wide right? I mean, like isn't that it happens a lot? Is what I'm saying.
Well, with the Bills and their history, that's the worst possible thing that could happen.
Like if you did it at a place where it doesn't happen all the time, then I would say it's worse, isn't it? If you do it at the place that happens all the time, and it's like a phrase that people say wide right.
Yeah, but the Bills, the guy Scott Norwood was the kicker back in the day. You know, am I going way too back?
No, because everybody's referencing the wide right, and
that's the story.
It was a 47-yard kick.
Yeah.
You know, people give them a hard time about it because it was the 4th Super Bowl they lost in a row. But it was a 47-yard kick is not a gimme.
Back then, too.
Yeah.
Now, it's way more of a gimme than back then. Back then, you get into
a big kick.
Upper 40s in the 90s was hard kick to do.
It's different now.
Now it seems like a 55 is a gimme now.
Right.
It's like after 60, you're like, oh, you may miss it. It's crazy.
It's funny. That's the stat. When you're looking in Madden and picking your kicker is right around 54 yards.
Really?
And then all of them are they're all studs.
Wow.
Anyway. And even if he did make that, ties up the game, Mahomes still has like a little under a minute, a couple timeouts. Like they're gonna drive down and kick a field goal. Anyway.
You ever notice how Mahomes' legs don't look like they work until he's running?
Yeah.
They're like he's kind of like pigeon-toed and he kind of like moves, and then as soon as he runs, it's beautiful. But then when he stops, it's like I don't know if he can walk.
I like the mini fast hand.
Anyway. All right. Anyway.
How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
So, Jeff, I've been noticing on your social media, you've been in this new hobby of yours, which is creating AI artwork.
Yeah.
So, how'd you get into it? And
that is a great question.
Yeah.
Because I don't think a lot of our listeners know, and maybe this will help your origin story. I don't think a lot of our listeners know that right around the time that I was exiting the radio station, I noticed you started really digging into computers and started building your own machines. Is that right?
Well, the reason is because I had one built for me, a guy built for me, and it was cheaper, and he did it for free. He was a fan of the radio show. But I started getting into video, 10 years too late, but I started, trying to do my own videos.
Yeah.
And I realized, I'm super underpowered. For video, you just got to have, a lot of power.
This old Dell just isn't going
and it was close to a Dell, because I didn't need a lot. I just, was recording on it. So
I have a video of me and the family in Gatorland that the world must see.
So I decided that I would build my own computer. I thought I could do it. It's really not that hard. The hard part is if you plug something in wrong, you fry the board and you're out $300 or $400 just from turning it on. So that's what you got to be careful about. Putting the parts together isn't too hard. But anyway, I built one and I started getting really into computers, and then I became the IT tech for my family, which doesn't mean a lot because the rest of them are morons.
I don't know, man. Take this as flowers. For a man of your age to know that stuff is a rarity. Because most of the people I know
thank you.
have it's like you and Andrea's grandpa are like the only two old guys I know, and I'm not even saying. I don't want to make this guy feel bad, but he called.
No, I don't know nothing.
Last Friday, last Friday he called me and he goes, "Look, man, I don't mean to be a pop-up." Remember that? You're like, "I don't mean to." He was like hat in hand, sad. He's like, "I can't understand. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here."
Yeah.
And this man's barely 40.
I couldn't send a W-9. I remember.
Screenshotting.
I couldn't attach it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is our business department.
Yeah.
Well, not the computer department. That's Daniel.
Yeah, business is analog.
Business is
pen and paper in a man's mind.
It's dollars.
I sent my W9 fans.
You don't even have cash.
And I can't get it in our bank.
I know. And now we're T&D Medical.
what?
Did you hear about that?
What?
Yeah, we didn't
because
tell
it
you
involves
about
passwords, and
get
that's
it up?
computers.
No. SunTrust, or now Truist, pardon me. Truist changed our LLC, everything.
And they changed our passwords.
Our company is now T&D Medical, not T&D
Yeah.
Medical.
Really?
It's a mess.
Oh, my God.
It's
By
a
the way,
mess,
they
Jeff.
still haven't fixed it, and I sent multiple emails. And I'm like, please stop.
Help.
And then there's nothing. No one emailed me back. I have to go back. I have to go back to the building.
Well, that's analog.
Yeah.
Walk your sticks over there.
Do y'all have anything for a swollen prostate?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, prostrate? I have that.
I know, God.
No. Mine's
Wait.
no. It's
Terrible
fine.
joke, and I screwed up the
No,
punchline.
you're fine.
No,
You're
I'm
absolutely fine. So
I'm the Tuttle of my generation.
Oh.
He's one of the favorites. They love
I
him.
He's,
love
he's
Tuttle.
rich now.
Oh, they love him here. That guy's dialed in.
He's got money?
Oh my God!
He's got like 4 jobs.
Out of all of the ones that was
I would
supposed
say-
to make it, he's the one I would have been betting against, but he killed it.
I wouldn't say has money, but he had more than he did.
I'll tell you this: he's got employees.
He's got employees.
Yeah,
Doing what?
they do certain jobs, and he has to like go and make sure they're doing their jobs. He works for it's a cell phone company, right?
Nah, I'm not sure. I don't listen.
That's the most honest thing you've
He
ever
was on your
said.
show?
You know what? Thank you for your service. I appreciate
I thought
that.
you were making that all up.
No, that's true. He has employees. Yeah, he's doing good.
That's why. Well,
He's
good for
doing really-
Tuttle.
yeah, he's
Good
doing
for
great.
I always liked Tuttle.
Yeah, Tuttle's a bad.
Tuttle made me laugh.
He's
all
doing
the time.
great.
Good.
That's not what you told me before.
Yeah.
Is that on the sheet? Oh, you went a little further than I am on my sheet. Okay.
So how'd you get into the AI art?
Oh, well, what happened was I keep up with it. I keep up with the computer stuff. I'm not like I couldn't work on an Apple computer. I would have a hard time. It'd take a lot of time to learn about it. But I just kind of keep up and see the thing. And then when the text to image came out, I went, that's something I can enjoy because I just like saying absurd things, like kind of like surreal.
Yeah.
And so I started trying it, and it's so freaking amazing because all you got to do is type in 2 sentences, and then it gives you 4 just beautiful renderings of whatever you did.
Yeah.
Now, it might not be what you were thinking, so you tweak your text. And then you just keep going until you get something you like. So for everyone that you see on my website, I'll probably have 1,000, not 1,000, but probably about 50 other ones that were similar but weren't as good. So, and I'm just enjoying it. And, a couple of people have asked me to make prints for them. So I'm just going to put that up. I ain't going to make any money off of it, but it's fun to do.
Now, did it blow? Because we've been messing around with
we
AI.
use it around here.
Yeah.
You use the Midjourney?
No. I use the free ones. So Photoshop already had a prescription, so I use Photoshop.
Oh, so you had that. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They
so
have their own.
They have their own. Now, it's not as good to me as the Dolly 3, and you can get Dolly 3 on one of the not servers, one
DALLE.
Yeah.
Not like not
Dolly
like
Parton.
Dolly Parton.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can get it on one of your websites.
ChatGPT has Dolly.
Yeah. So you get on there, and I use that all the time, and it's just amazing. I have blast with it.
The fact that AI is making art, and I'll put in quotation marks because it's just essentially scanning the internet of all human art, and you're just taking pieces of that and putting.
Sure. I mean, globally stealing from all these dumb artists.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We've been doing songs. You've heard the songs, right?
I haven't heard your songs, if that's what you're saying.
Oh, you want
the
a
fact
song?
that AI can make
I
songs
did some
now.
pictures. We could do some pictures. I did some Jeff pictures.
Oh yes, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we
wanna
did
do some songs
Well, let's start with the pictures.
All right.
Daniel made some pictures.
Right.
for you.
yeah,
Okay, so I
for
made
Jeff.
what I would rather you
Look like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good one. So here's the first one I made.
Okay, let me see.
That's Jeff Howell. Pink. He's got a pink shirt, wide open.
That's amazing.
Stare. Look at the rock stare.
Oh my God, I've got to lose some weight.
Look at the rock stare on that guy.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a
Yeah.
melding of me and Dirty Jim.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is you. This is and you can see all of these on our twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live or on YouTube at Tom and Dan Live.
I can't go totally bald because the sweat beads on the top of my head makes people uncomfortable.
I like this one. This
Yeah,
one, you have
that's a good look.
So I'll describe it. It's a younger Jeff, but
Yeah.
man, you're in like really good shape.
Yeah.
Muscly. You have a tight
Pink.
satin shirt on, and
Yeah.
you're playing what appears to be a Music Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-string bass. Yeah, thank you AI for the beautiful Music Man.
I
8-string
don't
bass.
know.
That's
another
amazing.
one?
That's really but it is amazing. What did you just put in Jeff Howell?
No. I have another program that I layer on top of it.
okay,
Like
yeah.
this one, I wanted to make. I put Jeff Howell in his
Yeah.
deathbed. This is
No.
you. That's
God,
you.
no, I look good there,
That's
yeah.
you. This is you dying of AIDS.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you?
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
I just go with what
No,
pops
no.
absurdities, right?
Because seriously,
Yeah.
at night before I go to sleep, I like to think what I'm going to die of before I wake up.
Yeah, so this one, I thought this one could be like maybe a re-release of The Tree. Jeff Howell's
Oh,
The Tree.
yeah.
And this is you dying under
The
a tree.
chat said it's Charlie Bucket's grandpa if he never got the golden ticket.
All right, do you want another one?
Yeah.
All right, that was
I
pretty
love
good.
looking at me.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, now this one, because I know that you were in one time very inspired by karate or taekwondo.
Oh, yeah.
Martial arts.
Martial art.
arts,
I did a big fat Jeff Howell. Big fat Jeff Howell taekwondo.
That's perfect.
Yeah. It's a big fat. You're like a 600. Big. That's a big. There's no way there could be a man that big. So it's a ginormous.
I'm on my way. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
And
I
then
like the hair.
I made another one that's a little funny. Is you as a hoarder sitting in your home? That's you, and then you're surrounded by feces and trash. This is you surrounded by feces and trash.
You didn't even need to waste a token on doing that. You could just come to my house.
I zoomed in on this one though. Here, I did a zoom in on it.
see?
So
Oh,
okay, there.
yeah.
See, what do you think of that? What do you think of that one?
That is me.
It looks. I mean, I swear to God, it looks
except
exactly
I'm
like
skinny.
you.
Yeah.
And then I asked it to just go crazy with it. I said, "Give me Jeff Howell performing at the House of Blues." There you are, Jeff Howell ripping it up in front of the House of Blues.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Donald Trump.
It looks a little like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I think that's because
Yeah.
so many people are using AI to create Trump that it just
Yeah.
it just the
Threw
algorithm
the
got
wig on.
crossed. Yeah, it
That's
just flew
Jeff
the-
Howell, the small
Yeah,
penis
that's
here.
you.
Yeah.
That's you rocking and rolling in front of the House of Blues.
So-
Yeah, you can see all of these on our YouTube at Tom and Dan Live.
So Jeff, I'm curious.
A waste of $30.
Well, okay.
What?
This is a more serious question, Jeff.
Uh-huh.
So, as an artist, and I know you've never I've known you for 20 years,
Yeah.
and you've never really been you've been an artist your whole life, but you've never really taken being an artist
I don't like that tag.
very
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
seriously.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though
Yeah.
Well, you are.
you've created
Well, thank you. You're very
music
kind.
for how long
Yeah.
now?
I always go
Since-
songwriter.
Well,
When I think
thank
of
you.
you, I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
he's a
that's
songwriter.
my strongest. Well, entertaining is my strongest
Sure.
suit. But Tom, I've been doing this since 1977.
Wow.
Oh, man, I was 1 year old.
Yeah, that's
And I'm the
what is
oldest
that?
member of our show.
Yeah.
Is that 48 years?
47.
47.
47 years.
So 47 years
Yeah.
you've been creating music and art,
Yeah.
and so your whole life, and so and now with AI, see AI is coming in, and we've been joking around for
Yeah.
months now and stuff,
Yeah.
like either with the art or with even the music.
Sure.
You know, Daniel types in a couple sentences, and AI will create a song in 12 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
then and it'll put it out there, but really it's when they say create,
Yeah.
it's just mushing together
Sure.
10,000 pieces of information.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
scraping the internet instantaneously and putting together what it's mimicking.
Sure.
The art of humans, basically,
Absolutely,
essentially.
yeah.
So I'm curious to what your thoughts are about this, because I imagine that this will start becoming blended into
Oh, yeah.
where people are not are they going to appreciate
tell the
human art,
difference.
or they can't tell the difference between
Can you appreciate both?
Yeah, and is
And
this
if
actual art?
And if a human created the AI program that makes the song, is that still human created art because we created the program?
And you're putting in the prompts that's creating this, image.
I'll tell you what. In my opinion, my opinion is it will be normalized, and it'll actually sound really good. Now, right now, it's just taking little snippets of different things, but the same reason that. When they started auto-tune, everybody says, oh, no, don't use that too much. People can tell when you auto-tune. And now
or even digital music in general,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
but
from playing a regular drum set to digital drums in production.
Yeah, and
now it's normal.
And now even people like the sound of auto-tuned voices, when they're singing, and so it sounds normal. So this will be normalized, in my opinion. In fact, my total opinion of the AI thing is that the movie The Matrix and Blade Runner and all of them, where the robots are, AI is taking over, and that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it seems kind of far-fetched. It's going to happen one way or the other. And they don't even need robots. All they need is AI to get smart enough and self-aware enough to get itself in our infrastructure and just,
tear us down from the inside.
Yeah.
Me and Jeff are on the same page.
Yeah.
Well,
tear it down from the inside. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you guys were talking about having sex or something. I was like,
Bill Clinton.
I wrote a song for Jeff in 12 seconds.
Oh, okay, all right.
This one, it's you got two choices. We've got I just write a country song about a man named Jeff Howell who doesn't believe in God.
Okay,
man.
All right.
That's all I said.
Okay.
It gave me Faith's Final Test, a country introspective heartfelt song, or Walking the Line, a storytelling country heartfelt song. So this is Faith's Final Test for Jeff Howell.
No, my name is Jeff Howell, and I'll tell you true. I don't believe in God, don't see the proof.
There you go. A little bit of that one. And then
That woman's got a point.
Yeah, here's the other one.
Jeff Howell, a man of the land.
He was a man of the land.
Working hard with callous hands. He never had much time for church on Sunday.
Goddamn.
Thought religion was just a game.
Here we go.
He's walking the line, standing his ground. A memories and beliefs unbound. He don't need God to guide his way. Just his own 2 feet, come what may.
He don't need God to guide his way, just his own 2 feet, come what may. That's not bad. That is really not.
Look,
it's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
It's not the best.
Yeah.
It's a little corn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they're going by what's out there now.
Dude, it writes what's out there now.
Yeah.
Now, that I'll give it. If AI said, hey, Dan, do you think I can be a country music songwriter? I'd be like, you're there, AI. You have what it takes.
Here's the thing that blows my mind. You did that in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
That's what blows my mind.
Yeah.
Just the lyrics. Well,
and this isn't even the best version. This is just what little Danny Denny in the middle of Podunk, Orlando can do.
Yeah.
If you're
in 20 seconds during the show when you should have been talking to me.
I should have been talking to you. You're right.
Well,
I'm so sorry. Come here and hug me.
I never thought there would be a day where I'm defending art and what it means, but I feel like shouldn't art have some sort of
real
art,
soul, like real beef, like we did with beef, like 100% beef.
But also some like blood, sweat, and tears, and something that put into it.
Yeah.
Where it's like even we're we're asking AI to create this art.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to do, and it's doing all the work.
Well, that just should show you that your art's not that good.
Yeah.
Like if AI can do what you call art in 20 seconds, then maybe we should have less artists.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it
No.
means. Maybe we should have less
That's what
artists.
sets us apart.
No, only the ones that are really good. Like, look, if AI goes to do it, it's like, I can't do that. It'll take me 50 seconds.
Yeah.
We got an artist over here.
Yeah. And I put on my thing when I display it, I say, look, I know this is cheating and this is not an insult to true artists.
It's a tool you're using.
Yeah. But I'm just having fun with it.
Sure.
I just, because it does what I would love to see a painting of but don't have the talent to do with my
Right.
hands.
Do you try to make it do naughty stuff
Well,
like
no,
I do?
no, I don't
I
fool
try
with
to
that,
make
no.
it do all the bad stuff.
No.
I tried to do McAfee with a lady pooping through a hammock. I try to do everything.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
but if you're
All of 'em.
using AI to do what you can't do,
Yeah.
then you shouldn't do it, right?
Well,
now you're picking up what I'm laying down.
One day I'm going to have AI do this.
What does that mean?
Hello.
That's a real art.
Well, I've been waiting for that. As
Yeah.
soon as they can do that, then
Yeah.
I'll never leave
I'm
the
this
house.
close. I'm this close to letting Andrea let me put down the deposit for the monthly payments for the Apple Provision.
Okay, so let's talk
Oh,
to
yeah?
Jeff
I
about
I
this.
want that thing
Okay,
so bad.
So have you seen the Apple
No,
Provision?
But
I
dude, it
haven't
would
seen
be
it.
$221 a month. That's a effing car.
Yeah.
Oh, well, just buy it outright.
She's not gonna let me, man. She's not gonna let me do that. She's not gonna let me do that. Especially if I want my dog robot.
So,
I got some choices to make.
Jeff, with augmented reality now, because we got into virtual reality,
Yeah.
like obviously
We got
with
into the
What's-
porno. We got into
Yeah,
virtual
yeah, yeah.
reality
Okay.
porno.
only for the porno. but-
Only for the porno.
But it wasn't there yet. It's
Yeah.
like you're in it's kind of like watching being inside a 360
3D
video.
theater.
And
Yeah.
I could still see my dog walking around in my feet
Yeah.
while the
Yeah.
porn star is in front of me, and then I can see
Yeah.
Dansby walk by.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, so now with augmented reality, you're seeing your reality, and then they can digitally add in
Yeah.
the porn star. She's walking into your room,
Yeah,
and now
but
it's
she
more and more
knows-
realistic.
Yeah, like the way that they map it, like I guess she would know the layout of this room.
Yeah.
And if she would enter through the door that's already been detailed through the micro calculation.
Right.
And she would come in and like she'd know where the couch is. She could sit there. She could
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So-
Yeah.
That
So-
adds a layer of realistic. Like it adds some sort of reality to it,
Yeah.
right?
So this leads me to the question, Jeff Howell, will you eventually get a digital wife?
Oh, yeah.
What would be
you're
the
right.
point?
Yeah.
That is
you
a-
know
that
what?
is
This
a good
guy
point.
asked the right question.
And by wife, I just mean someone that
Partner. Digital partner.
You
Yeah.
hammer hand to.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can't
Are you
do
gonna
it.
have a pumping bot?
I am totally into that as long as you can get a digital one that doesn't talk.
Oh, yeah, you turn it off.
yeah.
You turn it off and put it back in the case.
Oh, good.
or-
Have
But-
it on mute.
yeah,
That's
mute.
true,
I
yeah.
love that. Oh, my mute.
But
yeah.
it learns what I'm sure
I know
in the
how to
future.
turn off mute.
Now we won't be
I will
alive.
bite your.
We won't be alive for this, but I imagine that it'll like by your own computer social media algorithm, your digital wife in your augmented reality will know exactly what you like and dislike.
Oh,
through,
good.
Through your own algorithm you built.
I'm gonna gaslight my robot.
Then
Oh,
mine-
man.
Gaslighting good. so
Yeah,
it
then
doesn't know
mine will
nothing.
stay in the house next door.
Oh, your digital wife divorces you.
I can't take it anymore.
Giving myself a virus now.
that death rattle when he sleeps.
But it's like,
You haven't taken me anywhere in months.
So Jeff, like it leads to the serious question of like, let's just go music, right? Because you've written how
lot
many
of-
songs would you
Oh my
say
God.
throughout your
Yeah,
life?
I've probably written somewhere. It's not a lot, but it's probably close to about 100 songs.
So-
But a lot
I
of them I
wanted
don't.
you to be like, right around 6 or 7. Coming up on 9.
Yeah.
So from being a songwriter and
Yeah.
then putting the song together, it's like now with AI
Yeah.
starting to mimic this,
Yeah.
and it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
And me and Daniel have been actually impressed by the rhyming schemes this
Oh,
AI
yeah.
has come up
It's
with.
incredible.
Like where it's coming up with funny stuff,
Yeah.
which I didn't think was possible.
Yeah.
Like that is a funny rhyme scheme
Yeah.
or whatever. Like in stuff that's like creative that I was shocked that it came
Yeah.
up with. And so I'm sure it's going to get to the point where a non-musician can write AI songs that are actually popular
Yeah.
and they become
Yeah.
popular on
Oh, it's going to
the
happen.
internet. With,
yeah,
like-
if it hasn't
but
already. Yeah.
What do you think of that? Is that person now a musician?
No. They're not a musician, but they are of an artist mentality. If they're describing what they want done, they just can't play the instrument.
I mean,
They
that's what
can't
producers do.
Yeah.
A lot of producers,
Yeah.
they just
So-
tell people what they want it to sound
but
like.
it
Man,
go-
I just had AI write a song called Jeff Howell and his whack-off towel.
Oh man, God, don't put that. My mom is still on the internet. If you could hold off a couple of years,
My
I'd
timing is
appreciate
almost
it.
like impeccable, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let me hear that one.
Okay, I got.
Um.
Oh my God! All right, here we go. The tale of Jeff and his whack-off towel.
All right.
That's what it says here.
and I use paper towels.
Is this in a different language? Oh, I don't know. What did I do? What did I do? What did
Who
I
knows
do?
what we just said?
Holy
I don't know if I can play that.
What are you doing in the bathroom floor?
Wouldn't it be great if I've been struggling for 45 years and all of a sudden I become an international superstar with Jeff Howell and his whack-off towel?
Okay, we'll try it again. Here, we'll try a different one. This one's called Jeff's Shenanigans. It knew that a whack-off towel is shenanigans. It knew that.
A man of mystic ring. With his whack-off towel, it's quite the story. Struts and stuff, nobody's business. But we all know he's got some secrets hidden. Jeff Howell, oh what a fella. With his whack-off towel, no, he's stellar. Judge, no, not at all. Just living life, having a ball.
Yeah, you're just living your life having a ball.
Yeah.
So
no big deal.
What if
I would have made it funnier. Oh.
You would have.
No, I don't mean it. If we would have written it, we'd have made it a million times funnier.
Oh, yeah, we would have added 1,000 more jokes.
Yeah, I don't
Sure.
think AI has conquered humor yet.
No,
even
no,
though
no.
you said.
okay, so that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
So what if now?
And none of this bothers me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but keep going.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay, going into comedy, right?
Yeah.
Because that seems like the last bastion of where AI would have a
Might
problem.
not- yeah.
But
Sarcasm and irony and
now with the amount of information that it has,
Yes.
which is every comedy special that ever produced in the
Sure,
world that is
yeah.
scanning, right?
Yeah.
And this probably would only work with a comedian that already has a bunch of specials. So I just thought of like, what if Dave Chappelle, which
Yeah.
he'd never do, right? Because
Yeah.
he doesn't need to. But what if, because he's have so much like comedy out there, was able to load all his comedy and then the world's comedy into AI, and it wrote him an hour.
Yeah.
And then he performed it,
Yeah.
right? And it was funny.
That's a great idea.
And then now, how much is that less valuable than his former specials that he wrote himself? How do we perceive that?
Yeah, I guess.
You know, like,
that's
what
the
is it?
unanswered weird stuff. Yeah,
He's
there
still
are people
performing
doing this
it.
right
Yeah.
now. There are people doing this right now almost as a test. Lots of people.
Yeah.
You've got tons of people that are writing songs like this and using AI to write songs and then releasing them just to see if they can get some traction.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like fishing in some weird
Sure.
way, right?
But what if the artist performs it and AI just writes the lyrics?
Yeah.
Is that less? Would you deem it? I think I'd deem it less.
I would deem it less.
Yeah.
But if the public is still, if it's doing the
doesn't
same
mean-
thing, right?
yeah.
It's like man-made diamond versus
Yeah.
a real diamond. Does the process matter
Yeah.
to you? Only if it matters to you.
Yeah.
If the
Yeah.
process doesn't matter to you, like I know for a fact, at least I think this, I don't think Crystal cares. In fact, I think she'd be happy that, she didn't buy something that had, such a sordid past of like a diamond, right? So if you bought a man-made diamond, who cares?
That's only,
Same thing.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of a little bit political. It wasn't political,
But you don't like it.
but
It's inflated. Even
Yeah.
if you just go by De Beers holding the value in their vault.
Yeah.
In order to,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've bought her man-made diamonds before because
Yeah.
she's been like, I don't care. And if it's like not supporting, the blood diamond and like people,
People buy
being,
knockoff purses and
Sure.
shoes all the time.
yeah,
because they just like the idea
The
of the
style,
look, the
yeah.
style.
But it does seem less.
It is.
if a AI writes something and then you're not writing it yourself.
Right.
Or you could make the
Or
argument
making
that
it
it doesn't matter how you get there.
Yeah.
If the end result is exactly the same, like if one page of jokes
Yeah.
is AI written and one page of jokes is Dave Chappelle written, and the jokes are exactly the same.
Funny, yeah.
I
it's kind of
mean-
like caveman comedians would look at comedians nowadays and go, "Oh, you're using a pencil and paper to write your jokes."
Right.
Yeah. It's just another
Joe
instrument. but-
Kickface
Well-
in the chat room wants to add this in. I think this is good. He says it's not too different from huge comedians who have a team of writers. They didn't write all the jokes, but they performed them.
And there's
Yeah.
there's a ton of artists that don't write their own music. They just
Yeah.
sing
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
or
No,
perform.
Most
yeah.
country artists
But a
usually are backed up by writers.
But a human is still writing it. when does that doesn't matter? It still matters to me, but
I'm not convinced that a lot of country songs haven't already been written by AI.
That's good. That's a real good.
You know what I mean? Yeah. There's a formula to it.
Yeah, I don't know about artificial intelligence.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, but it is like I would say that the reason that AI, and we're all relatively intelligent people, I think the reason that AI excels, at least from our real world, we've done experiments here, right?
Yeah.
The reason it excels with country is because the premises are typically, and this isn't a shot, the premises are typically more simple.
Sure.
They're typically about love. The cadences are more slow.
Yeah.
The singers, even the way that they perform is typically a little more of a ballad. It's slow.
Yeah. And the other thing is, especially in popular music like country is now, and how pop music is, writers, they are imitating what's already out there themselves because they want a hit just like that. So that's why so much music sounds the same. So they're kind of doing the same thing as AI, just slower.
Yeah, you're right, and less efficient. AI is taking 1 million data points, and like humans are, just taking dozens.
Yeah.
Because our brains are. We're seeing this is what we're seeing the transition into a computer being better than us at everything.
And this is the fun part because it's going to get bad. It's going to get real bad.
So have fun while you can, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Make your funny little songs.
I got all my pictures with me.
I'm hoping that right as they're about to execution style murder me, I'm like, but we made fart songs together. And they're like, you know what? Spare the little guy. His fart songs were choice.
We'll keep him around.
Yeah, we like this guy's fart songs.
Yeah. And hopefully they keep me just because I think like them.
Maybe. But then what are you going to think of me when I'm in there servicing?
No, but you're not as smart as them, so they're like, we got to get rid of him.
When I'm servicing all the robots, they're just tossing me around. They're like, have your turn with Danny. He doesn't care. He's our little bitch.
Jeff, where are you going to be at coming up?
House of Blues this Thursday. You mind if I get my phone?
Please.
You know you can put your calendar on a phone now.
What?
Hold on, I'll write a song about where you're going to be.
Okay, good, because I'll pull it up real quick. Hold on, month. What month are we in?
We're still in January.
Oh my God, is it 2023 already? I'll be at House of Blues this Thursday. I'll be at Mama Romano's Friday night in Kissimmee, and Sunday I will be playing for the 17th year in a row, the Manatee Festival in Orange City at Valentine Park.
Okay. I'm going to go see some manatees with Tom.
Are you really?
Off Tom's boat,
Yeah,
supposedly.
next
week.
You can see manatees anytime you want it at Jeff Howell.
Hey,
1990s.
Come for the music, stay for the fat chicks.
Have AI do that joke. I did it.
When a friend of mine bought a studio and he wanted me to help him sing some parts, and he had a harmonizer, which is basically taking your voice and digitally moving it up. You know, so he couldn't find the note to sing the first note. I said, well, I could sing it. So I went to his little computer thing and I went, like that. And the computer readout said, we don't know what to do with that. So it might not be able to imitate me.
All right, here we go. This is Rockin' with Jeff Howell, courtesy of AI.
Got my guitar in hand, I'm ready to go. Wanna hit the stage, put on a show. House of Blues, Mama Romano's too.
Mama Romano's.
Manatee Festival, we're coming for you. Rockin' with Jeff, how gonna make you move.
Manatee.
Melody's gonna get in the groove.
That's pretty good, right? Here's another one.
And the dancing shoes on, we're gonna have a blast. Jeff Howell's in the house, gonna make this night last. From the House of Blues, Mama Romano's, we gonna rock the night away. Oh yeah, here we go. We're gonna party at the House of Blues. House of Blues, then we'll head for Mama Romano's.
Well, it's got a Welcome Back Cotter feel to it.
It does. I like how he it mixed it all up, thinking that Jeff will be performing at the House of Blues, and then after that, we'll just all zip over to Mama Romano.
Yeah.
This thing doesn't have a concept of time.
That's better than anything I've written in my life.
It's devaluing art.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, we will be right back.
Nice job, buddy. Thanks for doing that, man.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks again for coming in, man.
Oh, my pleasure.
Where's that go say? Monday 1
Monday
and 2?
1 and 2.
I know it's a little crazy, but that's how we typically run things.
But this is the fun part, the art and the music.
Before it gets scary.
Yeah. But it's going to start, and they're not going to know how to legislate it. And
Oh yeah. Well, just like everything, I know that we're slow when it comes to technology, and it's like even right now they're trying to stop the AI from, like artists are trying to sue because they're just essentially borrowing from everything. And I'm saying that I don't even know how it works, but I'm just thinking that that's what it's doing.
I think you're right.
Learning from a bunch of data points and then emulating it, right?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Are we lunch now, or do we do another segment before we get to lunch?
We should probably do Tuesday.
I love you, buddy. Thanks for coming in,
too,
man.
Thank you so much,
Oh, man. Anytime.
That's
Let's do it again
Casey
very, very
said hello.
soon,
I
please.
invited Casey, but he's got a girlfriend and he's tired.
You know what? I wish I had a girlfriend and was tired. I'm just tired. No girlfriend.
Let's do Tuesday after Deborah. I think it's only like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
Let me. I'll check. I get to use the restroom.
So that'll be Tuesday
Mind if I
4.
grab one for the road?
Yeah. Go for it.
Do your thing, man.
Appreciate it, man. Take it easy.
Take whatever you want, buddy. Love you too, man.
Deborah was 3, I'm assuming.
You got to tell the wives I said
Yeah, we
hello.
did 3 already. I will.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
See ya, Jeff.
Thank y'all.
All right, so I think we only have to do 10 minutes.
Ookie.
Okay. Let me check that timing. My shoes are too goddamn squeaky. The Taco Bell one was really, really good. Don't worry, very close to being fucked out. So close. The pictures actually came up pretty good. You said Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Sorry. Thought you said Wednesday. Tuesday.
If you can just check what Tuesday 3 was.
Well,
As I've been sitting at 31.
31, okay.
So we need.
So it's just 9 or 10
10,
minutes. Yeah. We can do 10 minutes. I just want to talk about genetic and singing and.
Okay.
We can. I don't know where you're going with that, but if it's about like people that sound the same, that in the same family or whatever.
I just want to. I want to ask if how genetically linked is singing, and if you could be a good singer and no one in your family be a good singer, if it's even possible. Or
We can maybe tie that into the L King thing. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to find.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
you search is singing genetic, and then maybe you just
And I got
Tell
some
us.
examples.
okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and then I tied into Max. Max wants to sing.
Oh,
and
nice.
I feel bad because he got no chance.
Well, I told him. I heard him. He can carry a tune.
No.
Really? All right.
He's got a voice like me and Crystal.
Okay, here we go. And 3. You start 3.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. So, Max has expressed interest into chorus next year.
Okay.
And he wants to sing, right?
Okay.
Because
Man, he's trying a lot.
he wants to do everything cool.
Yeah, he
he's
puts
just a
himself
cool
out
dude.
there.
When I was in school, chorus was not cool.
Well, he's 8.
Yeah,
I'm sure when he gets older.
Yeah.
When you're Max and Maisie's age, same age, 8.
Yeah.
When you're 8, participating in like ukulele and all these different things is cool because Kids that like do nothing are not cool.
That must have changed because when I was a kid, it was not cool. Not cool to sing, not cool to play
Yeah.
instruments.
Well,
It was like
yeah.
sports or nothing.
Yeah,
Well,
that changed in like middle to high. It changed to me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, in elementary school, it's kind of like all but
Anything was on the table.
he just wants but being a good singer is cool, and he realizes that because he is into music and he's
Yeah.
AJR and like any singer, he was like, oh, they're cool. I want to be cool.
He's trying
Anyway.
to set himself up to do cool things. I mean, he chose breakdancing. That's very cool. Dancing is cool. Performing is cool.
So he wants to become a singer, and then I'm like, he's singing along, but he's got my genetics and Crystal's genetics, which doesn't bode well for being a singer.
Now, I did hear him sing at Fun Spot yesterday, and I will say that he was on key. He was. He was holding the tune. He was singing along with something. I forget what song we were listening to. Now, I don't know. I wasn't really listening, but he was singing the notes correctly. He was on pitch. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a good singer.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
will
yeah.
say he was hitting the correct notes for, like, there was a song, and they were both singing. Oh, no, it was Olivia Rodrigo. And, looking in there like a goddamn vampire. That vampire song. And he sang it, and he did it right. I mean, he was on key.
It just, I don't believe he's ever going to be a good singer because he doesn't have the genetics for
You
it.
say this a lot about anything your kids want to do. You're like, they just aren't built for it, so they're not going to be good at it. It's like, look, give them a chance, man.
Well, I mean, if they
They're
showed
8 and 9.
No, I know, but I know genetics.
Do you?
I don't think you know genetics.
I thought you knew podcasting.
I thought you knew
I mean,
business.
like, I'll go with genetics if that was a whole different education you had. But
Listen, I know they have 0.0 chance of ever being in the NBA. I know that. And I know they have a 0.0 chance of ever breaking the fastest man in the world track record.
But music and art is a lot different than like just pure straight line
Physicality.
speed or straight line strength.
Well,
I mean,
that's what I wanted to talk about. Voice is that I just from observing, right? I see like my buddy Andres' daughter. She sings and has done performances with their band in school and stuff. She's up there singing. Her dad can sing. He was always in punk rock bands or whatever. He's a singer performer, and then she got that, and she could sing well.
the chat room's cracking.
What do they say?
They just said, imagine your dad sitting you dad to tell you what you can't do.
I wish my dad told me what I can't do. I'm not wasting my time in so many things.
I think on this one, I know what you're doing and I know where you're going.
I try to waste my time telling you what you can't do, and you don't believe me.
But
I'll tell everybody what they can't do.
I think I'm going to disagree with you on this one because music and singing is so artistic and weird, and it's so like imagine somebody telling Bjork, you're not a vocalist. Or a songwriter, right?
Also,
she's like the weirdest mother effer on the planet, but also heralded as like a top tier musician. That on the surface, most people would be like, that sucks, but it doesn't.
And if he's a good performer, it doesn't necessarily mean he has to be the best singer. We know
That's
tons of people in
true,
bands that
Britney Spears
can't
is
be
not,
a good singer.
Britney
but
Spears
true,
is not a good singer.
Yeah.
I said it, and you can at me. Is she an okay singer? Sure, she is an okay singer. Is she a vocalist? Absolutely not. But she's a good performer. Maybe some would say the best performer, right? Like I would say at her time, there wasn't a better performer than Britney Spears, but certainly not the best singer.
What I'm asking is, can you become a good singer without genetics? Like, does that exist? Are there good singers where nobody in their family was a singer at all? And they just all of a sudden, or they had a bad, they couldn't hold a tune and they learned to sing. It doesn't seem like that. Like no one's learning to sing like Whitney Houston.
The only example, but again, it's.
Yeah, I think they can.
Well, I don't know. Vocalist is different. I might agree with him on that. I don't know if you can learn. Like I don't know if you can have an average voice and then be like train yourself to Whitney. Whitney was Whitney. Whitney came out Whitney, and Whitney had to almost learn what gift she had. Right?
Yeah.
It's like Christina Aguilera. I feel like she had to learn what gift she had and
to
then
use her gift.
use it. But like I don't think you can be born like I have a decent voice, but it was never in the cards for me with as nasally as it is, with the way I project.
But your mom was a singer.
My mom was a singer. Yeah, my mom was a singer. Yeah.
So can you come from nothing and become a singer?
Yes.
And actually have a good
I think you can.
voice.
Yeah, I think you can.
Can you?
I do think you can. Yeah.
Because I've not actually seen someone who had a bad voice turn into a good voice.
Do you know
in real
anyone
life.
that has taken vocal lessons?
Yes, but they were already
Already
singer.
a decent singer.
Like Tiffany, right? Like
she took vocal lessons.
Tiffany
yeah.
would admit that she's not the best singer, but she took vocal, and she took she had a bass, though, like a bass, like able to hold notes and things.
She was already like a performing singer when she went to. It's like going and learning the correct way to do things to give yourself more longevity in the the thing. I think you can. I think because I think art. Reading music is just math, right? It's just a series of, it's really just math, and you're weighting a certain amount. You can only fit a certain amount of beats within a measure, right?
Yeah.
It's just like math. So I knew guys that weren't, I'm not good at math, but the creative aspect of me made me good at music because, do you understand what I'm saying?
When I played bass in the Goof Radio band, I would just use math, and I didn't use my ear at all. I just memorized where my finger placement's going to be, and then
the beats and
then I just memorized it and then applied it to the song.
But you also have a natural sense of rhythm too. You're not an offbeat person. What I mean by that is
there's some people that cannot hold a beat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I played music for you and said, "Hey, just hit this cowbell like this," if
I
your
could
life
do that,
depends on it,
or
you'd
clap
be fine.
to a song. How many times you see people clapping offbeat?
Yeah.
Oh, that kills me.
But what you're asking is, it's a great question, but I think, and this is just my opinion,
we need a vocal coach.
I
Talk to a
think
vocal coach.
Max, because if he's the question, yes, I think he can, because from what I witnessed, he was on pitch, which is the hardest for most people. If he can't stay on pitch, he has zero chance. Okay, so let's just add it up. So he's on pitch. I heard him on pitch singing Olivia Rodrigo, the Vampire song. He was hitting the right notes. Now, I wasn't really listening to the quality of his voice, how he was projecting. Was he singing the full phrases, his breathing? All of that plays in.
It was rough.
But his pitch was fine.
Yeah, like I almost want to tell him, like, go towards something else.
No, let him try it. I think his pitch is fine, and he just needs to find some old lady to bang on a piano and teach him how to sing. There's tons of old ladies in this town that'll help him sing. He needs an old piano lady.
Like even with him, like learning, he keeps going to the breakdance. I drive him there every Thursday. The other day, I'm going to drive there in the rain. He would just sit there for an hour and then drive him back. But I rationalize in my head, I'm like, he'll probably never use breakdancing for anything in the future, but it's a good core workout for an hour.
Okay.
And that's all,
right.
He goes in there, he does a great core workout. It's like better than yoga, because I watch him.
I mean, it could help him in his future relationship with his performance, right? If he's a singer and he dances. And
yeah. But I'll try
he's getting well-rounded.
Being a performer.
Tom likes values, and what you're seeing is he doesn't want him to go into entertainment. He wants
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
My mom didn't want me to go into entertainment either, and I did. But man, the value of that is just Max going there, raising his hand, and putting himself out on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, most people can't do that. Most adults can't even raise their hand, be picked, and then walk out in front of everybody.
Although I have a theory on that, he already likes doing it. So, when Tommy's the exact opposite, doesn't want to be the center of attention.
I actually got to witness that.
But I kind of want to. But I'm like, well, Max like, I get in the cipher, and I don't care if everybody's looking at me. I'm there, doing my thing.
That's what I'm here for, baby.
But then I was born for this.
But then he's telling Tommy, he's like, I do this, so you could do it. And I'm telling Max, I'm like, yeah, but you don't have you want to do this. Tommy is terrified by this. I'm like Tommy. Our brains, we don't want to be the center of attention. That's the last thing we want.
Yeah.
But so that's why we should force ourselves to do it, because we don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You want to, so it's easy for you.
Well,
so that you should force.
Are you going to force Max to sit in the shadows and not do something he wants to do?
No, because that doesn't benefit him.
Well, but you say that, but is it going to benefit Tommy? Or just going to traumatize Tommy to force him to do stuff he doesn't want to do?
I don't force.
When are you forcing Max to do something he doesn't want to do?
Well, he's down for anything. That's what he doesn't need.
He pretty much is down for whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Force him to do something, or maybe sit out of something. Like, hey, this time you take the backseat here.
I don't see that would do any benefit to it because at this point in time, like I only want to try to make my sons to work on things that they are not good at. Or, but it's not, but now they're so young. Like Tommy, like I don't force him to do anything because I just don't want that.
I think that
forcing is like, I encourage him to do things.
Yeah.
But I'm not forcing him to like, you
a,
go out there,
Yeah, it's
I don't
more
want
of
to
an
traumatize
encouragement
him.
than a forcing him.
But
the
he don't
forcing
want it.
thing, I don't think that works for anybody.
And, it's something that he's never wanted, and he doesn't even like when people are like, come on, even when we were at the roller coaster, like,
like pressure.
Yeah, the girl, like, Maisie gave it like one ask, and I just gave her. I'm like, hey, knock that off.
It's like me. I don't want to dance like my whole life. Everybody's like, come on and dance. They pull me out on the dance floor and make me dance. It's never helped me one time. And then I start thinking about myself.
Well,
I'm
you're
like,
fighting the argument that you're having.
That's what I do.
Now she got it.
I'm like, should we do this? But I'm like,
I don't
figure
it out.
But I'm like, this is not my personality. I never wanted to do this. Still don't want to do this. I don't want to go out there and dance, be the center of attention. Like, just so be who you are. Find what you're good at.
I'm gay.
just do that. Anyway. I just want to know if your voice is genetic, and I think
it is.
So from what I've read, genetics does undeniably play a role in singing. Your physiology affects the timbre of your voice, and some singers are born with vocal apparatus that naturally makes their voice sound good. But there are many factors aside from genetics that create a good singer, and it is possible to learn to sing.
But if you're genetically born with a bad voice.
Right.
It's an uphill road.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Correct. Like, you're going to be struggling.
Yeah.
Just like anything.
But it's possible.
Yeah, but it's still, you'll be an outlier at that point.
Yeah, all right.
You got to work harder, but.
We'll see it tomorrow.
Awesome. Got it. That's our 10
for Tuesday 4.
Tuesday 4.
And then if we can get an intro for Monday.
Yep.
And then we'll do lunch, and then we'll go to Facebook.
That's true, yeah. Neil Young, Billy Corgan, Tom Petty, Geddy Lee, all great musicians with horrible voices. Yeah.
Were they horrible or were they...
I always thought Tom Petty was horrible.
Bob Dylan's pretty bad.
Bob's pretty bad.
I guess he turned that into his style.
Tom Petty, though, can carry a note. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it ends up being your specialty sound, Jeff Howell's voice, not good. But he can carry a note. So it sounds cool.
Carrying that note.
Yeah, you got to have pitch. If you're off key, you're done. There is no helping you.
But you can learn key.
No.
Okay. All right.
Once you're off, like if you sing off key and you can't hear it, it's like being colorblind.
Yeah, you have to be able to recognize it. If you can't recognize it, then...
I've been with people before, they're like, oh, and I'm like, here, just sing the third that I'm singing. It's like, and I need you to go, to match, and they'll be like, I can't do that. I'm like, well, we're done here.
Then there's nothing.
It's colorblind. Okay, it's like literally like you can't see red. Like you don't know. You don't even know where to. You don't know where to go. I go sing this note. I know you can match that. Match it.
All right. Well,
you're done. See, you're good. If he can do that, he can learn to sing. But if he can't do that, he's fucked.
All right. That's
completely fucked.
What I wanted to wrap my head around is. I don't even know.
That's probably a better way of saying it.
The process of learning to sing, I don't even understand.
Well, I think a lot of times the process of learning to sing is just being comfortable with singing, right? Because it is weird. I thought about this before. I was like, why don't a lot of people send versions of Weird Job Wednesday theme songs to me, right? Because it's a weird thing to be able to sing like you give a fuck, right? Like to perform. It's weird.
Can I learn to sing right now?
Yes, you can, because you can hold a tune.
Maybe you and Max should do it together.
But I feel like I can't hit certain notes.
No, but you'd have to be able to put yourself to
and
a
you
point
also
where you're not going to laugh.
You might not be able to now, but you can work your way to doing it.
I always believed that there was no way for me to actually learn to sing.
Yeah, but it depends on where you're going to draw the line in the sand to say, like, what is learning to sing? You may not have the voice of Louis Capaldi, because he's got an amazing voice, but you're gonna hit all the right notes and you're gonna sing the song, so you're a singer.
Can I sing Santeria?
Yeah, like
and match.
I
like,
think so.
I don't practice Santeria.
I can't do
I
that.
ain't got no crystal ball.
You
Yeah,
can't
yeah, no.
practice.
If I found $1 and put the inflection and you can't do that? Yes, you
No.
can.
I don't practice Santeria. See, did you hear
Better.
that? No,
you
no,
were
no,
there,
no.
and you also started at the end, started to smile.
You also
which
don't
means
know
you're-
how to sing, so I can tell
Yeah.
you're struggling with your
You can do
vocal
it.
boxes. You don't know. Someone has to teach you the proper technique.
You can 100% do it.
You could do it.
You could do it.
Well, now that I can do it, I want to do it.
We'll take some goddamn vocal
We
lessons.
just made.
I
we
thought it
just
was
made a
impossible.
max. We made a max.
I thought it was impossible.
Oh, you've held yourself back for your whole lifetime.
Yeah. Did your
I
dad
still
sit
think
you
it's
down?
impossible.
Your dad sat you down. He's like, before I take this boat into the hurricane, you will never sing. And he left, and you're like, I'll never sing. Yeah, but you can.
You can't just try it once and be like, well, can't sing.
I've always said
Never
this
gonna
to
try.
him about drumming and shit, though. But I'll give you a compliment. I'll be like, hey, you have good rhythm.
But
You
that's
do have good-
mechanical. I believe I can mechanically
But not
do
everybody
something.
has that, dude. The boom spots,
Yes.
like just playing a 4 on the floor beat. There are people that I'd show them how to do it, and they'd be like, I can't do this. There's
With their
a lot
foot
of
in their hand.
That's the majority. That's the majority of people can't do that. And
How-
you can do it. I've seen you
How
do
do
it.
I turn that? Like when I'm saying I don't practice Santeria, you sound good on.
Because I'm comfortable with it. That's
He's
the
also
only
been
difference.
I'm
singing.
comfortable right
Yeah,
now.
and my voice is
I'm so
now.
comfortable. I'm trying my hardest,
my
and
voice-
I'm not sounding like you.
Because you haven't done it for you've done it for 35
Doesn't-
seconds.
You can't just do it the first time you try. It's
I've
not-
sing Santeria a lot, and it never got better.
Yeah, but you
I'm
haven't been
joking.
singing properly.
I know.
Intro?
Intro, yes. What was on this?
I just have Jeff Howell for 1 and 2. I don't know what you guys did for 3 and 4.
On Monday.
Yeah, for Monday.
What did we do for 3 and 4? To go and check it.
We had Joey on. Was it Joey?
I think it was Joey.
Joey. I'm sure you guys got all
The info.
the top info. That's all correct.
Cherry lime. Shot and say it's terrible. It's not.
Mix of like urban culture
Kenny.
and
Kenny.
Dungeons
Kenny,
and Dragons
yeah.
Oh,
culture.
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
all in the
We
same
were
room.
just talking about
Kenny
that
the
yesterday. We were talking
pervert.
about blurs. We were talking about
He is a pervert, by the way. He was messaging me over my vacation about how he was interrupting.
show me your anniversary tits.
He's like, I'm sorry for interrupting Boof Fest. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, their whole rap song though in the beginning, like you would have liked it. Probably make you horny. It was all about them fucking each other for their anniversary. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Check it out. Patreon. Sign up. Spend your monies. All right. I got something. Hey, that weird guy with the dyed hair, tall guy. I forget his name. He's out front again. Can you let him in?
Kevin?
Yeah. God damn. Why do you invite Kevin back in?
Kevin the pervert.
Yeah, Kevin. That'll get him. You little jerk.
I'm alright. Ain't nobody ever by me. When you gonna get in the fight? Okay, here we go. Tonight on a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Tom and Dan welcome Kenny Samson from the Two Mooks podcast. And here they are. The Fred Stones. And Hillshire Farms and Radio, Tom and Dan.
All right, guys, have a good lunch, and we'll see you after lunchtime. And we'll be over on Facebook